Would you drop thousands of extra dollars on a car just because it wears a fancier badge? Most people do, and they never realize they're getting essentially the same vehicle underneath. Automakers have been playing this game for decades. Same platform, same engines, same engineering, different logo, much higher price tag. In this video, I'm pulling back the curtain on the wildest examples of badge-engineered cars that will blow your mind. By the end, you'll either feel a little robbed by what you've bought in the past or a whole lot smarter about your next purchase. And trust me, stick around for that final comparison. It might completely change how you look at two of the biggest names in the industry. Number 10, 1969 Ford Mustang and 1973 Toyota Celica Fastback. Let's kick things off with a classic that still turns heads today. At first glance, the 1973 Toyota Celica Fastback looks like a shrunken, more affordable version of the legendary 1969 Ford Mustang. Long hood, short rear deck, that dramatic fastback roofline, it wasn't an accident. Toyota was straight up borrowing that pure American muscle car attitude, but packaging it for people who wanted style without the massive thirst for fuel. Under the skin though, these two couldn't be more different. The Mustang roared with big V8 power, including the ferocious 428 Cobra jet pumping out 335 horsepower. The Celica, a modest 1.6 or 2-liter four-cylinder making under 100 horses. It was built for efficiency and fun, not straight-line drag strip glory. What's crazy is how the Celica actually drove better in the corners. Lighter chassis, sharper steering and balanced weight distribution gave it a nimble, almost European sports car feel, while the Mustang was all brute force and attitude. Toyota nailed it. They created Japan's answer to the Mustang and proved you didn't need a massive V8 to look and feel cool. Number 9, Toyota 86 and Subaru BRZ. Fast forward to modern times and we have one of the purest examples of badge engineering done right. Toyota and Subaru teamed up to build an affordable, lightweight rear-wheel drive sports car, and the result was brilliant. Both cars share the exact same 2.4-liter Subaru Boxer engine making 228 horsepower, the same chassis, same suspension geometry, and the same transmissions. They weigh almost nothing at around 2,800 pounds, which makes them incredibly agile. The real difference comes down to tuning. The BRZ has a slightly softer setup that feels more compliant for daily driving, while the 86 gets firmer suspension for sharper cornering. Toyota also lets the traction control slip a little more before stepping in, perfect if you like rotating the rear end. Interior, nearly identical. The only real decision most buyers face is which badge they connect with more. If you're shopping in this segment, you honestly can't go wrong with either. Number 8, Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra. When it comes to full-size trucks, these two are basically twins wearing different suits. Built on the exact same GM platform with identical engines, transmissions, and towing capacity, the Silverado and Sierra are mechanically the same truck. You get the same 2.7 Turbo 4, 5.3 and 6.2 V8s or the excellent 3 Duramax diesel. Tow ratings are virtually neck and neck. So why does the Sierra usually cost more? GMC positions it as the upscale choice with fancier grills, unique headlights, more chrome and premium interior materials, especially in Denali trim. The Sierra also got the clever 6-function multi-pro tailgate first. Here's the pro tip most people miss. If you want serious off-road performance, the Silverado ZR2 with its Multimatic DSSV shocks is actually superior to the Sierra AT4. Same truck, better deal if you skip the luxury tax. Number 7, Dodge Caravan and Chrysler Town and Country/Pacifica. Minivan buyers have been looking at these siblings for years. Chrysler built both, but Dodge wore the value hat while Chrysler chased luxury buyers. Same 3.6-liter Pentastar V6, same 6-speed automatic, same clever stow and go seating system. The Town and Country just added nicer leather, better sound systems, and power everything. In 2017, the Town and Country evolved into the Pacifica with a smoother ride, better transmission, and even a hybrid option. Interestingly, the Voyager is still just a stripped-down Pacifica, same van, different badge, and fewer features. The DNA of these vehicles runs deep. Number 6, Ford Escape and Mazda Tribute. Back in the early 2000s, Ford and Mazda collaborated on a compact SUV that became two different-looking vehicles. The Escape and Tribute shared the same platform, engines including the popular 3V6, transmissions, and were even built in the same Kansas City factory. The Tribute felt a bit sportier while the Escape leaned toward comfort, but mechanically they were twins. Same interior architecture, same available all-wheel drive, even shared paint colors. Most drivers never knew they were driving a rebadged version of its sibling. Number 5. Nissan Frontier and Mercedes-Benz X-Class. This one still feels wild. Mercedes wanted a pickup but didn't want to develop one from scratch, so they took the Nissan Navara/Frontier platform and slapped a three-pointed star on it. Same chassis, same basic suspension, and initially the same 2.3-liter twin-turbo diesel. Mercedes added some styling flair, a nicer interior, and later their own V6 diesel option. But underneath, pure Nissan truck. The X-Class was expensive, didn't sell well, and got cancelled after just 3 years. Buyers saw through the badge, proving that sometimes premium branding isn't enough to overcome reality. Number 4. Volkswagen Touareg and Porsche Cayenne. Here, where things get expensive. Both SUVs sit on the same platform and originally shared engines, from V6s to massive V8s and even a wild V10 diesel. Porsche gave the Cayenne sportier suspension and sharper steering, but the Touareg actually had superior off-road hardware with better locking differentials and more adjustable air suspension. Many high-end features, infotainment materials, even some switches were shared. A lot of people paid Porsche money for what was largely a very capable Volkswagen underneath. Number 3. Honda Passport and Isuzu Rodeo. In the 90s, Honda needed an SUV fast for the American market. Their solution? Badge engineer the Isuzu Rodeo and call it the Passport. Same engines, same frame, same interior, built in the same Indiana factory. Even the VINs and key fobs were Isuzu spec. Honda only changed the grille and some minor trim. It was one of the best-kept secrets in Honda's history. Number 2. Audi RS-Q8 and Lamborghini Urus. Think the Urus is a pure Lamborghini creation? Not even close. Both the RS-Q8 and Urus share the same MLB Evo platform, the same 4-liter twin-turbo V8, and the same 8-speed transmission. The Urus makes more power thanks to tuning, but the RS-Q8 is actually faster around the Nürburgring. You're paying Lamborghini money mostly for wild styling and that Raging Bull badge. Number 1. Toyota Camry and Honda Accord. Two of the best-selling sedans in America are far more similar than most people admit. Both run 2.5-liter 4-cylinders with very close power outputs. Both offer excellent hybrids that crack 40+ mpg, and their dimensions are almost identical. They even source many key components from the same suppliers. The Accord feels sportier, the Camry more comfortable, but in reliability, efficiency, and real-world ownership, they're neck and neck. Decades of rivalry have made both cars incredibly good and surprisingly alike. Some cars hide their true identity behind a badge. Now you know which ones. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, drop a comment telling me which one shocked you the most, and subscribe for more no BS car truth. Check out the next video where I reveal which car brands are actually beating Toyota in long-term reliability. See you there.